This is Served with me, Andy Roddick. Please hit subscribe. We drop new episodes every week. All right, everyone, welcome back to Served. And as promised, sitting at a nice and shiny career high ranking of number 15 off of a great win and a backflip in Madrid. Marta Kostyuk, thanks for coming on Served. How you doing?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's great. I just got to Paris. Excited to be here. Sometimes thinking about Madrid, but not too much. Yeah, happy to be in Paris.
Hey, I would be thinking about it too if I had played as well as you did there. So that was such a great run. Listen, this year you've only lost 4 times. 2 of them to someone named Raducanu and another one to someone named Sabalenka. What's different this year? Because you've obviously we've seen you play great in the past, but it feels like it's more consistent week to week this year.
Yeah, I think we've done a lot of work with my team. Good days, bad days, you know how it goes. I think it was just a matter of time. Obviously, I've always felt like I'm a good player. I can be there, but yeah, things were not aligning. And I think in tennis, you need a lot of things to align to make it, to win big tournaments. And yeah, I'm very happy that I'm in this position now, but it took many years for sure to come here.
How are you feeling after Madrid? Obviously, pulling out of Rome, was that more just, hey, listen, I have the confidence. I know the game is there. I'm not worried about it. You know, all eyes on Roland Garros. Or was it, something nagging as far as like a health issue?
Honestly, before Madrid started, my coach Sandra, she said, "Well, you're only pulling out from Madrid if you're only pulling out from Rome if you win Madrid." And I was like, "Haha, yeah, whatever." and and then when I won Madrid, we were like getting tickets to go to Rome, and I was like, "Sandra, remember what you said before the tournament?" And then, honestly, I would love to play, but I think. The issue was that my hip was not good at all. It was not good for the last 3 matches. And after I woke up, after the finals, when I woke up, I couldn't walk. Like it wasn't good at all. And I was really scared that something happened. But obviously, I didn't have any pain during the match or after the match that was like something sharp or, that I got really scared. So nothing like that. And then I just woke up in the morning and I was like, wow, this is a problem. And then, yeah, I did MRI and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as we wanted it to be. And then it just made no sense to push for Rome because I knew that maybe I'm going to be able to go on court, play 1 match, but then I don't know what would happen. And I'm happy I made that decision. It took me also a lot of years to, come to peace with this kind of decisions because I was always the type of player who would always push and play when not feeling good and stuff like this. So I'm very proud of myself with the decision. It wasn't easy, obviously, but I had to be ready for Paris.
And I'm assuming there's no issue heading into Roland Garros. You're fit and healthy?
Yes, all is good. All is good.
Good. Talk about the sense of arrival to Paris this year and how kind of does the momentum that you've created make a happier arrival when you get to Paris?
Well, my record in Paris is really not one to be proud of for sure, and especially last year was not great. But this year when I came, we got the court on Philippe Chatrier right away, and when I hit on this court, I was like, "Wow, I feel really good." I feel like on this big court, I felt like I'm back to Madrid because I played, this big stadium the past couple of matches, and I was like, "Wow, it's good to be back," and yeah, I mean, definitely different feeling and. I try to enjoy it no matter what's the outcome, no matter how I keep on playing this season, because, the reason why I think I am playing like I'm playing right now and I'm being consistent is because I'm not trying to focus on the result, on winning. I really just try to enjoy the good days, the bad days, especially the challenges. I get them every day. And, I'm just excited to go out on court and I'm happy in Paris even if I lose first round.
If your hip is a little sore, we loved it, but no backflips. Not with a sore hip. I want to ask you a serious question. You referenced your coach, Sandra Zanevska, and who, by the way, a great Substacker for tennis fans. But,
yes,
you read it, right?
Of course, I read it. I read it before she publishes everything. I'm the first one to read. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
We need you at served. No, I mean, I think a lot of people say it's great that there is this woman that's succeeding, that and doing so well, and she has a female coach. But can you go a little deeper than that? I mean, what is the connection? What is she telling you or bringing that maybe others haven't? Just talk a little bit more about you're one of the few players with a female coach. What is Sandra bringing?
I think she brings something that I am able to be myself, and I'm not afraid to be myself. I am very emotional, very explosive, very honest person, and I think it was not easy for other coaches to coach me, to be around me. I think we always have a lot of things to talk about. We go into like depths of pretty much any topic you can pick in life, in tennis, whatever it is. And I think we are both emotionally mature. So we are handling difficult situations very well. And we never cross certain lines, which we agreed on. And I think that respect and also this experience that we have going through difficult moments definitely helps us like on a daily basis and understanding each other. And I don't know if I should connect it to her being a female or, I don't know if there is like a connection like this, because I was coached by my mom my majority of my life. And then I had some male coaches, and it wasn't good in sense of this connection on like emotional level. Like I didn't have that. I'm sure there are coaches like this, but it was not in my experience. And so for someone like me, I think it was very important, because I like to talk about things. I like to make sure I understand everything that's going on emotionally, on court, physically. And she's, I think, also similar in that sense. So I think that's why it's working well.
You mentioned your mom, Talina. She had a ranking. She was top 400 in the world. So was it something that you had a racket in your hand as soon as you remembered? Like, do you remember Earth without tennis?
I don't.
No?
Because I think my mom was on court the day she gave birth.
Is that real, or is that just a good story?
No, it's true. It's true. It was for sure like this with my younger sister. I remember she dropped me off at my sister's place, and she went to like a hospital to give birth the day after practice. So it was the same. I think it was the same with me. And yeah, I was born on the court basically. And I don't remember the first moment I picked up a racket. I just have one memory, that like the earliest one, when I played tennis, but maybe I picked up the racket before that. But for sure, I don't remember my life without tennis or tennis courts.
So it's interesting to me because producer Mike and I were talking. We kind of write the shows before we go on, and I said, "How old is Marta now?" And we're typing away, and I'm trying to get my notes right. And I say, "She's 26, 23," and I go, "Oh, that's interesting because." Like you've been around as a prospect for so long, and I think people have realized what your upside looks like. And then you go through. I mean, you won a junior Grand Slam when you were 14, and played main draw in a Grand Slam when you were 15. So not all 23-year-olds are the same as far as tour experience. I mean, do you feel like you've been out on tour almost a decade now?
Yeah, I feel old sometimes.
I'm just saying I got it wrong, because if. Maybe I'm not describing this question well. If someone would, let's say, come out of college and they're 22, we would call them young on tour, right? But you're winning Madrid, and we're going, oh, here it is. It's like she's figured it out. She's consistent. But is that unfair just because you started earlier than most people?
Well, I think for sure it's more difficult in one way, but on the other hand, I think I'm very happy that I didn't have big success when I was really young. I wasn't handling well the success that I had back then. I think if I had more of it, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'm sure I would be in some psychiatric hospital, probably. I don't know. Like it's true, and it's like I just don't think people understand how much it takes to be on this level, to be consistent, to for your body to be ready, and for everything to align. So I'm happy that I matured enough to to understand as much as I could, to understand how much is needed out of me and how much I can give and how much I can handle. And of course, I feel like I'm not here for the first year, even if it's like the best year of my career. I definitely, in some matches, I feel really good that I have all this experience, because especially when I play against younger players or even someone like less experienced, I'm like, yeah, I know I can do it, or like I know I just have more experience behind my back, and this type of things. But for sure, I don't think I will play till I'm 35 for sure.
I would venture to say that every player who's 23, I've listened to many of them, and none of them think they're going to play till 35, and yet we have a lot of we got a lot of 35-year-olds on tour. Just saying. Listen, for the last 5 weeks of tennis, it's pretty much been Jannik Sinner and Ukrainian women that have carried the day. 8 Ukrainian women in the top 100 right now. Obviously, I think everything you do has a special significance, considering the invasion and everything that has been going on there. How proud are you that you and Alina are stepping up and playing some of the best tennis ever? Obviously, tennis is trivial compared to what goes on in real life. And does it fill you with pride that people are opening their newspapers and saying, you know what, we have champions that are representing us well?
Well, I think it's incredible. And I think the fact that every single week the Ukrainian player was winning a title, and last week it was even 2, because Yastremska won Challenger in Parma. It was unbelievable. But on the other hand, I mean, I still think I try to, I try not to focus on the winning again. I try to like enjoy the whole process, and being able to share these emotions and these titles with Ukrainian players during this time. For sure, there is not much more I can ask for. And, obviously seeing Alina succeed so much and play unbelievable tennis has always been inspiring. But even now, she's stepping up and, beating all these unbelievable players, top 5 players and everyone. And I think it's very important to to show the world that the Ukrainian people are super resilient and strong, and we can go through difficult days. And obviously not just players, like it's all the people that are in Ukraine as well. And I'm very happy that we get to share this celebration with all the Ukrainian people right now. I think this is the most important thing for me, that they are happy and they are celebrating with us.
It's really remarkable under the circumstances. And I think one thing maybe tennis fans don't get is we talk about how routine is so important in tennis. Can you just talk about what the last 4 years have been like in terms of your training base, in terms of where you're traveling? I mean, I think people don't understand quite how disruptive this has been for athletes like you.
Yeah, I mean, I moved out of Ukraine before the full-scale war started. But I was always coming back to Ukraine a lot, because I stayed in Europe, so it's like 2-hour flight. And then obviously it changed because I didn't see my father for almost a year, because he was in Ukraine and I couldn't really go there first couple of months. I'm practicing in Monaco and I live there, but obviously it's not easy for like my parents to come somewhere or I go back home. It's a difficult process, because it takes over 24 hours to get wherever, even like in Europe. If you go further, it's even longer. I think I'm very happy I have the possibility to go and find the time and go when I can. other players are even practicing in Ukraine, which for me is incredible because with all the with all the instability that's there, like whenever I go to sleep and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I will wake up tomorrow, but I need to sleep because I have to practice tomorrow. So it's really weird feelings. And obviously I just go there 2 times a year and people live there all the time, which I don't understand how they do it. I think it's the same for everyone. It's not easy. My whole family is there. I try to take the most out of it, while I can. But again, it's not normal life for sure.
Listen, tennis is tiny when put in the perspective of what you just said. I'm pretty sure I have tiny little kids, right? I can't imagine how proud your country is of you and what you're doing, as well as Aryna and all the Ukrainian players. Out of this invasion comes kind of the golden era for your country as far as tennis. So I hope you're filled with pride. I hope you're filled with confidence going into Roland Garros, because you've certainly earned it on the heels of Madrid. Certainly, one of the favorites as far as form. Please come back on Served anytime. You have a friend in us, and we'll be cheering for your continued success at the French Open. Marta, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.